Part 1, the foundation, breaking the condition, nice guy. Chapter 2, righteousness versus niceness. Here's the problem with your life in one sentence. You would rather be nice and miserable than righteous and happy. You've been sold a bill of goods. You think that if you're polite, if you hold the door, if you listen to her complain about her mother for 3 hours, and if you suppress every single urge you have to scream, you are being a good man. You are not. You are being a liar. You're being a fraudulent salesman trying to sell a vacuum cleaner that doesn't suck. There's a war going on. It is not a war between men and women. It is a war between your gut and your mouth. Your gut knows the truth. Your gut says, I don't want to go to your sister's wedding. Your gut says, I want to have sex with you right now, not after 3 dates. Your gut says, shut the fuck up. You are talking nonsense. But then that signal travels up to your brain and it hits a filter. I call this the editing system. It is a little mechanism installed by your mother, your teachers, and society that asks, will saying this make me look like a jerk? Would this lower my chances of getting laid? And if the answer is yes, you edit. You change the truth into a nice lie. Righteousness has nothing to do with religion. I'm not talking about Moses or Jesus. In the context of manhood, righteousness is loyalty to your own truth. It is the refusal to edit your existence to make someone else comfortable. Niceness is a strategy for survival. Righteousness is a strategy for living. 2.1, defining righteousness, loyalty to your own truth. Let's define this clearly so you don't get it twisted. Being righteous doesn't mean you go around punching people in the throat because you felt like it. That's just being an animal. Righteousness is the alignment of your internal intent with your external action. When he sinks mice, takes a woman to dinner, he is lying. He is sitting there thinking, I hope she likes this pasta so she'll touch my penis later. What he says, so tell me more about your passion for nonprofit organizations. He is misrepresenting his intent. He is a con artist. A righteous man operates on the protocol of brutal truth. If he takes a woman to dinner, he does it because he is hungry and he wants her company. If he wants sex, he makes his intent clear, not aggressively, but energetically. He does not hide his nature. Here's a scenario I used to talk about. You are driving in a car with your girl. The window is down. She looks at you and says, are you hot? The nice guy analyzes this. He thinks she's asking if I'm hot, but really she's probably cold. If I say I'm not hot, she'll be mad. I better roll up the window. So he rolls it up and sweats, miserable, just to keep the peace. The righteous man hears the question, are you hot? And answers the question, yes, I am hot. That is why the window's down. See, she wasn't asking a question. She was trying to manipulate you into changing your environment to suit her without risking the rejection of asking for what she wanted. She wanted you to guess her needs. When you play that game, you validate her manipulation. You teach her that she doesn't have to be direct with you. Righteousness means you force the people around you to deal with reality. I am cold. Can you roll up the window? No, I am hot. Now we have a conflict. Good. Conflict is honest. Manipulation is cancer. A woman can respect a man who says no because he is hot. She cannot respect a man who sweats through his shirt because he is afraid of her being cold. You have to understand that your niceness is actually selfishness disguised as virtue. You're being nice to get a result. You're being stock in a company, her hoping for a dividend, sex, love. When the market crashes, you get angry. But I was so nice to you. Nobody owes you a return on a dishonest investment. Stop trading your dignity for the possibility of affection. Be righteous. If you feel it in your gut, it is valid. If you feel it like leaving, leave. If you feel like speaking, speak. The moment you edit yourself to keep her, you have already lost her because you have lost yourself. 2.2, the courage to be the villain. You are terrified of being the bad guy. You've been trained to believe that a woman's unhappiness is a direct reflection of your failure as a man. If she is crying, you must have done something wrong. If she is yelling, you need to fix it. Wrong. Women are emotional creatures. They live in a storm. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it hails, sometimes it's sunny. You are not the weatherman, and you are definitely not the god of the weather. You are the mountain. The storm happens around the mountain. The mountain does not apologize for the rain. To be a king, you must have the courage to be the villain. In a movie, and trust me, every woman is the star, director, and editor of a movie playing in her head. She needs a villain sometimes. She needs conflict. She needs drama to feel the boundaries of her own existence. If you refuse to play the villain when necessary, if you are always trying to be the hero who saves her from every negative emotion, you become boring. And boredom is the death of libido. Let's talk about the word asshole. When a woman calls you an asshole, usually what she means is, you are not doing what I want you to do right now. That's it. It's not a moral judgment. It's a tactical compliance. You're an asshole for not coming to my friend's party. Translation, I want you to come. And you are standing your ground. Wear that label like a badge of honor. Being an asshole in this context means you have boundaries. It means you have a life outside of her approval. I learned this the hard way. I used to write poems. I used to bring flowers. I used to try to nice my way into panties. And I watched the assholes, the guys who didn't call back, the guys who said, shut up, bitch, playfully or not, walk away with the women I dreamed about. Why? Because the asshole represents strengths. He represents a man who puts his own happiness first. And biologically, a woman wants a man whose survival instinct is stronger than his need to be liked. If the ship is sinking, the nice guy asks everyone, are you okay? Can I get you a towel? The asshole grabs the wheel and steers the ship. He might scream at people to get out of the way, but he saves the ship. You'll have to be willing to let her hate you. Hatred is better than indifference. Hatred is an emotion. It's passion. I hate you is very close to I love you. It's high energy. He's nice is low energy. He's nice is the friend zone. He's nice is who she settles for when she's 35 and tired of the bad boys. Do not be the retirement plan. Be the event. If you are righteous and she gets mad, let her be mad. Do not try to fix her anger. Do not apologize if you didn't do anything wrong. Let her sit in her anger. Let her stew. Eventually, she will realize that her emotional terrorism doesn't work on you. She will realize that you are unshakable. And that, my friend, is what makes a woman feel safe. 2.3, aligning action with internal reality. So how do you actually do this without just becoming a jerk for no reason? You have to destroy the editing system and align your actions with your internal reality. Most of you are living in a split state. Internal reality, I am bored. I want to go home. I want to watch the game. I don't care about your coworker, Brenda. External action, nodding head. Really? She said that? Wow, that's crazy. Nodding head. Really? She said that? Wow, that's crazy. No, let's stay. I'm having fun. This is killing your testosterone. It is killing your spirit. Every time you act against your internal reality, you castrate yourself a little bit more. You have to start practicing the art of the true full number. Do you want to go to brunch with my parents? Internal reality? Hell no. Action? No. I'm going to stay home and relax. But they'll be disappointed. Action? I understand, but I'm not going. This is the protocol. You state your truth. You do not justify it. JAD, justify, argue, defend, explain. You just state it. When you align your action with your reality, you become unpredictable to her. Not because you are chaotic, but because she can no longer control you with guilt or social obligation. You become a man who does what he wants. And here is a secret that women won't tell you. They want to watch you do what you want. They want to see a man who is so absorbed in his own mission, his own happiness, and his own life that he doesn't need her to have a good time. He wants her there, but he doesn't need her there. Just think about a fisherman. He goes out to the ocean. He casts his line. If the fish bite, great. If they don't, he still enjoys the ocean. He doesn't scream at the water. He doesn't beg the fish. He aligns his action, fishing, with his internal reality. I enjoy fishing. You need to become the fisherman of your own life. Stop asking for permission to be you. Stop asking for permission to have sexual desires. Stop asking for permission to be logical. I had a girl once tell me, we're not going to have sex tonight. I said, okay, but I'm going to go home then. She said, so that's all you want me for? Here is the trap. The nice guy defends himself. No, baby, I love your mind. I said, I want to have sex. I want to have sex. If you don't want to, that is your right. But I don't want to sit here and watch Grey's Anatomy with a hard dick. So I am going to go do something else that makes me happy. I align my action with my reality. I was willing to take the loss, no sex, she might get mad, to maintain my righteousness. And guess what happened? She respected it, and we had sex. But even if we hadn't, I would have gone home happy because I didn't betray myself. That is the victory. The victory isn't getting the girl to do what you want. The victory is you doing what you want and inviting her to join you if she can act right.